See Governor Cuomo giving us a briefing. Let's listen in.
Further complicate the situation. There are two different low-pressure systems that are actually combining and causing the fury of the storm. We had expected the thrust of the storm to be done by about 1 or 2 o'clock. The storm is moving slower than originally anticipated. We now estimate that the thrust of the storm will be through 4 or 5 o'clock. At that time, the weather will start to get colder, which will then compound the situation. Snow removal chemicals, salt, calcium chloride, etc., are only effective up to a certain degree. When it gets down to single digits or even 10, 12 degrees, those chemicals are less effective. So that's going to be an issue for this evening. I've declared a state of emergency for the downstate area of New York State, Westchester South, Westchester, New York City, and Long Island. We're seeing sustained wind gusts of 25 to 30 miles an hour, depending between New York City, Long Island, Westchester, some gusts 40, 50, 60 miles per hour. In Suffolk, we're looking at a total snowfall of about 9 to 12 inches. Nassau County total snowfall of about 4 to 8 inches through the duration of the storm. New York City is looking at about 6 to 10 inches of snow through today. First, I want to thank all the elected officials who are here today. One of the benefits we have is the close coordination among all of our different departments, and we're all working together as one unit to avoid any duplication and to supplement each other's resources. If one town needs help, one county needs help, we're all here working together and we're all coordinated. And that makes a significant difference. That hasn't been done in the past, but we're doing that now, and it makes a major difference. The airports are, for all intents purposes, closed. Kennedy Airport, LaGuardia Airport, the runways are closed. The terminals are open for people who are stuck at the airport because their planes aren't taking off. But if you were planning on taking off today, I don't think that's a likelihood. MacArthur and Republic airports are also closed until further notice. The frigid temperature is an issue. It's going to be compounded by power outages. Thus far, we have about 3,000 outages on Long Island, which is not a terrible situation. We've been through worse. But if you're one of those 3,000 homes and the temperature drops this evening, that could be a potentially dangerous situation. So that's something that we're watching right now. The situation on the roads is dangerous. It shouldn't be underestimated. People have said to me, well, you didn't close the roads, so I assume it's okay to go out. That's not the fact. We close roads in a very sparingly. When we close roads and declare a total state of emergency, that shuts down everything. It shuts down businesses. It means nurses can't get to a hospital. It means doctors can't get to a hospital. So we do that very sparingly. I declared a state of emergency, which means it is dangerous out there. The state police are on site today, but we can tell you there have been a number of serious car accidents throughout the metropolitan area already. If the temperature drops and we can't clear the snow and it turns into black ice, that's going to be an even more dangerous situation. So please use extreme caution. If you do not have to be on the roads, you shouldn't be on the roads. And that's where every citizen has a responsibility. Because if someone goes out and gets stuck, you get 1 or 2 cars stuck on the highway, it means we can't plow the roads because the plows can't get past. somebody gets stuck on the road, it means we have to send out a truck, we have to send out help, and that puts other people's lives in danger. So the responsibility is not just for yourself and for your family. The responsibility is for the other members of the community and the first responders who are out there trying to clean the roads and get to real emergencies. So citizen responsibility is very important. We also have opened the Emergency Operations Center, which means we have generators available, we have heavy-duty equipment available. Unfortunately, this is not our first rodeo. We've gone through a number of storms. Extreme weather is here, and it's real. Over the past few years, we've changed the way we handle weather conditions like this. We have more sophisticated equipment, we have more training, we have more coordination. But still, it's no substitute for citizen responsibility. So we need people to do their part. Again, the thrust of the storm should be through by about 4 or 5 o'clock. Then comes the frigid weather, and that's going to be the challenge over the evening hours. With that, let me turn it over to County Executive Stephen Ballone, and then you'll hear from County Executive Laura Curran. Thank you.
Okay, Governor.